This is Melissa Thomas with Florida National News. We are here in downtown Orlando at the Orange County Board of Commissioners to interview one-on-one with Commissioner Emily Bonilla of District 5. So stay tuned for our one-on-one interview with her. This is part of our FNN Politics and Power series, where we'll be going around interviewing elected officials so that we can find out more for you about the areas that they serve. This is Melissa Thomas with Florida National News, here with Orange County Commissioner Emily Bonilla. Thank you so much for taking the time to do a one-on-one interview with us today. I know your schedule is quite hectic. So I'm just going to jump right in. You're responsible for District 5. Kind of give our viewers an overview of what areas District 5 entails and the different kinds of needs that each area has.
Okay, well, it's a very diverse and large district. It starts from the west at College Park. It includes Maitland, Winter Park, downtown Orlando, Rollins College, Full Sail, that north of 50 section, all the way east to the St. Johns River, and it comes down where the Econlocache River is. It does not include Avalon Park Boulevard. Avalon Park, though. It goes more east of that.
And what are the specific needs that you've heard from those different sections, given the uniqueness of each community?
Well, it's very diverse from one end to the other. In downtown Orlando, it's a vibrant, growing city, and the people in that city, they want walkability, pedestrian and bike-friendly roads. They also want some green space within the urban infill. So they do want urban infill, but smart enough to be able to have some green space to escape, the city life, walk their dogs, have some outdoor recreation. And then we have Winter Park, which it's a beautiful city. I love Winter Park. And they've done a really good job when they were incorporated in having a style to the city. And they want to preserve that. Same thing with College Park. They have a small town feel, and so does Maitland. They want to preserve that. So you do have urban infill, but at the same time, they want to preserve the historic aspects of their cities. And then we have the middle section, which is low middle income families, also surrounded by the universities. And then you have the UCF area, which is also in District 5. Most of the major universities is in District 5. So I do have a huge student and transient population. And they have their own concerns, which changes because they're here and then they go home. And then we have the rural East Orange County area, which is diverse in its socioeconomic standing, because there's low income, middle income, and even high income in that area. And they have a lot of issues right now with the water quality and poverty, homelessness. And so it's a very diverse mix of issues across the spectrum of District 5.
You certainly have quite a lot of work cut out for you.
Yes, I do.
But thank you for rising to the occasion and being ready.
Thank you. Our phones ring a lot. We're very busy here, but we're here for the community.
So far, given you've been here first 5 months, how has it been for you so far?
Well, I've learned a lot. It's been eye-opening. Before I became commissioner, I was another citizen. I was a business owner. I'm a mother, and I never set out to be an elected official. So it's very different from the business world.
Definitely. Is it a little more hectic, or is it more stressful? Like, what kind of differences have you seen?
Well, the business that I was in was high stress, so okay. I'm very secure and comfortable in the high stress environment. It just operates differently than a private business.
Given the campaign that you've had, have you been able to begin working on any of the campaign issues that you spoke about, or?
Well, one of the biggest victories for the community and myself was that after I got elected, we were able to, one of the commissioners changed her vote on the Lake Pickett North development, and that was one of the issues that I was running on, was to preserve the rural lifestyle that's out in the East Orange County area.
Definitely. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Your involvement in the community, what feedback have you been receiving from the District 5 constituents so far?
Well, a lot of their comments, we just had a community meeting as well, and they were very happy with it, and they felt heard, and the biggest thing that they were asking for was more transparency and to be heard. So they do want to have meetings at times that they can attend, because a lot of them work 9-to-5 jobs, and the way the meetings are currently, you have public comment at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So one of the repeating themes I was hearing is more transparency and for the people to be heard.
And what is the biggest challenge you've been encountering so far?
The biggest challenge is that I look very young for my age, and so people underestimate me and don't understand that I actually come to the table with several years of business experience. Like I said, I'm a mother, and so I've been in the PTA, HOA board, and I've lived in multiple cities across multiple states, so I have that experience to bring to the table as well.
So you mentioned that you heard the constituents say they want more transparency. So what measures are you going to put in place?
Okay, well, I just started with the community meeting, and I really call it a work session because it's getting the people involved and sharing their ideas, and I let them lead the discussion. So I go in there and I say, I'm not going to tell you anything right now. I want to hear from you, and I want you to lead the discussion and lead what you want me to do. So I'm hearing from them. They're putting together my agenda, and I'm going to put forward their agenda in the strategic plan. In order to make sure that I
execute?
There you go. In order to execute the strategic plan, I'm putting together advisory boards of the community of District 5 to help me implement these strategies that they actually started and put together. We're going to have several more community meetings. The first one we had was in East Orange County, and that was just the first one. We're going to have at least 2 more in East Orange County. We're going to do the same thing in other areas of District 5.
Awesome. And in a previous interview that I had with you over the phone, you had mentioned you wanted to implement some surveys, and kind of talk about that.
Yes, so the first step was having that first work session to see what their priorities are. We're taking all that information and putting it together into a survey that we could then send out and narrow down those priorities, and then have another work session to work on those priorities.
Given your campaign experience, especially since you didn't quite, this was a new path for you, what advice would you give someone that's interested in campaigning for an Orange County Commission seat?
Know what you stand for, have a good, strong platform, because people can see right through you, and the people deserve someone who's going to be there for them, who's going to hear them, and best represent them. We need new people with fresh ideas and who are innovative and not afraid to take risks.
Thank you so much for your time, and if there's anything else you'd like our audience to know, by all means.
Well, I'm here for the people. I'm here to listen to what they want, and it's their agenda, not mine. They can reach me by emailing District5 at district5@ocfl.net. And the phone number is 407-836-7530.
Commissioner Bonilla spoke in great detail about not only the districts that she serves, but several of the action plans she has, especially about hearing her District 5 constituents about transparency. She really took that to heart and plans to make some great efforts, including having the survey, including having what she called the work sessions, and a few others. Stay tuned for more interviews with more elected officials at FloridaNationalNews.com. This has been Melissa Thomas from downtown Orlando.